Yeah, that was the big homie Notes82, and that was called City Love. That was off of that project that he recently dropped. That he dropped when he made his debut here at the mixtape show called Watch the View, man. And it's always dope to have my brother here in the show, man. Notes82 just released a new single today, so it's definitely an honor as well to be able to break that here in just a little bit. We're gonna get into that, man. And first and foremost, my brother, I always say it to people, man, once you're part of the mixtape show family, you're family for life, man, and you're taking advantage of that in a good way, man. Notes82, welcome back to the mixtape show, my brother.
Kawan, what's going on, man? I'm glad to be back here, man.
Definitely, man. Congratulations on this new single that you just released today. You know what I'm saying? Today's date is January 26th. You know what I'm saying? We got to mark that. Right Tonight is out. Yep. Produced by the homie Tone Jones, who you got a really good chemistry with. We're going to get into that, too. How you feeling, man? The baby's out there, man. And how you feeling about that right now?
I mean, good, man. I mean, she's 1 year old. It's a blessing. She's walking. I'm so happy, man. I'm back home because I was going down south. I was actually going to relocate, and then my wife got an opportunity with a job and stuff like that. So the money was right, for me to come back. So hey, man, I came back and now I'm here. So I'm excited about it, man. I'm more excited about life and music right now that I'm back with my family.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, man, being a dad of a daughter, man, isn't it wild? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because you sit there and I sit back and I always tell my wife, it's like, man, I'm getting old, man. I thought that my two boys was going to be in it, and to have a little 1 year old running around. Yeah. It's amazing. No, it's an amazing feeling. And I tell people I don't take that for granted, man. Yeah. I love every moment with my kids.
Yeah. I got a 2-year-old daughter. She just turned 2, and then I got my 7-year-old son, and having a daughter, man, it's, You realize a lot of your error of your ways as you were coming up, you know what I'm saying, in response to
exactly.
And I wasn't a dog or nothing like that, but just certain thoughts about women and just how we kind of look past them and stuff like that. Having a daughter has really snapped me out of that and just kind of reminded me like, yo, I'm guiding a young lady, you know what I'm saying, and she gonna get that respect because I have to stay locked and loaded on these clowns out here now. You know what I'm
Yo, let me tell you something, man. We was coming up, you had a daughter, we was coming up as little. Yeah. So I told my wife, my daughter ain't gonna date you, she about 60, man. I'm sorry, man.
She going to get out the house and pay her own bills, right? Before she even think about doing it. Dope, man, dope. Well, again, man, congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on the career so far, man. You've been progressing. You know what I'm saying? Since last time you were here, you had released Watch the View, which was still we still bang tracks off of that, and then I still play joints off the project, and you dropped a couple singles here and there and stuff like that. So let's talk about Right Tonight, man. What's the energy? What's the feeling behind this record, brother?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've been hearing a lot of like talks about or songs that have been coming out, and like the Bing Bong song and all that other stuff. And I'm just like, it just don't feel like New York. New York needs another type of anthem that feels like Ja Rule's anthem with New York, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. And for me, I thought that those tracks never gave me a party type feel where you can actually, you're rhyming, it's boom bap, it's hip hop, you giving them the lyrics, but you also giving them a bop as well too. So I don't think New York had that type of energy when it came to anthem. So when I sat down and had this beat in the cut, because I had this beat for a while, and the homie Tone Jones, shout out to him. And I sat there and I said, I want to make something different. Yeah. So when I heard that, if you hear the beginning of Right Tonight, it's nothing New Yorkish, but it sounds like the Golden Girls, the beginning of the Golden Girls song. And I just felt like, man, I could do something different. And I think I've never made a party track or an anthem type of single like this. You catch on Watch the View, you had No Justice, No Peace. I just dropped a single called Believe in Yourself. Those are singles that are like empowering the people, but I want to get the people to know that Notes82 ain't just that. I can give you something when you can bounce to. So Right Tonight, and it's funny because the title of the story, people like when I sent it certain to people, they were like, "Don't you mean RIGHT?" No, Right Tonight. No, like I know what it means. Right Tonight is right tonight. Like, and in that sense, people say we're gonna get right tonight, we're gonna get drunk. I'm like, nah, I love hip hop so much, so I'm gonna get right tonight. So my right tonight is always sitting at the table writing some rhymes down, and that's what we do. I think that's the essence of that comes from New York City. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what borough you from. It's for every borough. I don't care if you're from Staten Island. I don't care if you're from Long Island. I don't care if you're from Brooklyn or you. It's just that type of feel. So Right Tonight was just something that I wanted to dig in my bag a little deeper and show people that I can give you an anthem track from New York City.
Yeah, man, and it's definitely you've always been on that that grown man hip hop joints. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you write a party record, it's a responsible party record. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm saying. And I think that comes too from, like we was talking off air, how Nas is one of your biggest, you know what I'm saying, people that you study and stuff like that. And I definitely see you in that vein, because that's always been a Nas thing. He's always made. Even if you made party records, it still felt respectable. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I can definitely see that too, man. So congratulations on that, my dude. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Is this going to be a bigger part of a bigger project?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I love the questions you asked, man. So with me, Right Tonight well, I had a couple of singles that's still going to be on there or whatever like that. But Right Tonight is really the lead-off single to my third album that's going to be dropping sometime this year in 2022, and the name of that album is called Life Beyond the Lights. And the reason why I call it Life Beyond the Lights is because I've always think as artists, you always get to the point where you sit back in your career and you think about what would life be without music? The next step. What is the next step into music? And I'm not saying I'm a big star or something like that, but I've been doing music for so long, and it always gets to that point where like, dang, I ain't on. But I always feel like I've been successful with music because the little bit of people that actually tap into your music, that's all I need to feed the soul when it comes to me putting out music, because I want the people to feel me. You understand what I'm saying? So Life Beyond the Lights is just, it feels like, I want to say I felt like I wanted to leave music, right? But in reality, it's just the flip side of, okay, I'm going to be 40 this year. So I'm looking at Life Beyond the Lights as what happens the next part of my life. As I transition over into my 40s now, I can't do the same thing I did in my 30s and the same thing I did in my 20s as it pertains to music. So I think now is the time to start building a legacy and leaving that foundation of timeless music, so the next generation can say Notes82 is a person that he didn't care about what people said. He didn't sit there and say you need to change up. I've always been me. You understand what I'm saying? It's always been the maturity of Notes82, the growth of Notes82, and that's what I want my story to be. I want people to understand and tell you, when you tell a story about Notes82, the growth every time he put out music, every time he dropped a project, anything that he did, he took it to the next level. Yeah,
and definitely, man, he just ever since Watch the View, you dropped it, like I said, you dropped a few singles here and there to kind of test the market. And one of my favorite joints that really surprised me was the joint that you did with it's a tough track, you know what I'm saying?
Is it
what is that joint that you did? Hold on, brother. Hold on.
The joint with Skrilla Gambino?
Yeah, that joint right there.
Yeah, the different level.
That's the different level joint. Yeah, that's my joint, bro. That's that. You know what I'm saying? That's that. If I want to, throw the Timbs on real quick with the camo joint, that's the record right there. You got to play, and it kind of shocked me a little bit. I was like, oh, okay. Notes really be on it,
I'm gonna be honest with you. He made Skrilla Gambino actually made me rap on it, because I think with him, the aggression, he always has that aggression. Now, a lot of people don't see the aggression of Notes82. And a couple of my people are like, you too humble, man. You too humble. I said, I'm not humble. It's a reason why I not portray, but this is a reason why I give you certain music that I want to give you guys. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think on Life Beyond the Lights, what you said, like you said, it's a different bop, and it kind of surprised you. People are going to be surprised, but people are still going to get the same vibe and the same type of intensity that Notes82 gives on every project that I put out.
So as Notes82 is stepping into his 40s, and the music's going to, we're not going to say be different, but life experience has changed a little bit, and you're basically documenting this process. What are you most looking forward to as far as this part of your life now and this part of your career? What's some of the creative things that you're really looking forward to?
I think I'm cut from that cloth like Nas, man. Like I want to do features now, man. I actually want to I want to do features, but I want it to be like more features, but then I want it to be like how Nas is. You see how, like, if you look at Nas music, it's timeless. And it's like you look at an artist and say, okay, you know, he's at the end of his ropes. And then I look at Nas and that energy that Nas, it's a brand new type of vibe, a brand new type of energy. And I kind of, Nas has always been nice. No matter what, nobody said Nas has always been nice. But I think that also kind of contributes to what Hit Boy has done for Nas. I think he has found a producer that fits, and it's the right fit. Not saying that Nas is my GOAT. So at the end of the day, I just feel like he found a producer that actually, you know, that made him reinvent himself a little bit. I mean, and made him kind of, it's still the same Nas, but it's kind of like more aggression. It's a breath of fresh air for him. Yeah. So that's what it is for me. Like, I wanted to be going into my 40s being an artist and still enjoying the music. I want that breath of fresh air. Like, Nas right now probably feels like he's like 25 and he's damn near and he's almost in his 50s. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what I wanted to be. I want it to be more fun. I want to have more fun with the music as I get older. Yeah,
he even had a line too about fans wanting to be Illmatic, but he way past that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's already kind of looked past Illmatic years ago, but the fans keep bringing that up, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's just kind of like, we can't do Illmatic no more. We're not there no more. You know what I'm saying?
The game has changed. Yeah, the game has changed. So people, as the game changed, you have to change. And people mean like, you got to follow the trends of the music. No, you have to reinvent yourself. I think every year you should do that as an artist, because you're not going to give them the same story that you had 20 years ago. I can't give you something that I did 20 years ago, because I'm living a different life now. So I'm living in a different place. That's like you, Kawan, saying I'm gonna rap about Queensbridge and you in Texas.
Yeah,
that
I'm in Dallas. Like, they gonna look at me like I'm a nut. Like, what are you talking about?
So it has to make sense for me. So it's just, that's what I want. The maturity part, I think I'm matured enough in my music now, but I also want to still keep it fresh, and I want it to still feel brand new as a brand new artist coming in. I think a lot of people lose their way when they drop a great album. Like, I dropped a great album with Watch the View, and people are like, oh, you been cocky. No, I really did drop a great album with Watch the View. And I feel like for me, a lot of people would say, well, you know what, he probably gonna fall off. Nah, it's no falling off, man. It's just keep going and keep going and keep going.
Especially,
you know, and
especially when you write the kind of music you do, like, so you write life music. So anytime you speak about a real life experience, it never gets old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you observe life and you can write that. You could take from what you see and you can put it into pen and paper, and I can visually see what you're talking about. You can't kill that. You know what I'm saying? That the algorithms can never dictate that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing too. Like, a lot of people, like, I've heard over the last couple of years, which I sit back now because it's going to be going on 2 years that Watch the View has been out, and people would say, well, I've never heard no quotable line. You know, the haters, the doubters. I never heard no quotable lines. I'm like, because you don't listen to music the way I listen to music, or the people that are actually of the culture, cut from that cloth of listening to hip hop music. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I say some quotable stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm not a person to sit here and try to go back and forth with people and make you believe I got bars or make you believe I can rap. Like, I'm here for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I believe, like, most of the people that I know, they're real hip hop, you know, historians. So they understand, like, what the cloth that I'm cut from. You know? So
just keep stacking that catalog, bro, because again, I can go back and listen to the whole album and still be like, yo, this still sounds fresh, you know what I'm saying, and brand new. So it's definitely dope. And we was talking about how you was talking about Nas and Hit Boy, man. You got your man Tone Jones. You guys got a nice little chemistry as well, man. Talk about that chemistry from you as an artist, to have that person that you know can kind of capture the sound to your words. How does that feel as a creative?
It feels it's just like bringing it back to that word I like to use for breath of fresh air. Because for years I was trying to, and I think for me it's all about, I think as an artist being like younger, you have to learn some of this stuff right off the bat, and some of this stuff I didn't learn. A lot of these youngins, they're getting that experience that we didn't get when we were coming up. You know, so to actually find Tone Jones, I mean, I found Tone Jones around the time I was 30, 38. So 37. So it's kind of like, that's why I tell people, sometimes you're not going to find your niche right away. It might take you some years to find it, and when you find it, don't fear it, don't steer away from it.
Mm-hmm.
You should want to embrace it. And that's what it is. When I hear Tone Jones's beats, and even if he's singing on a hook or something like that, he gives me that feel of how I felt, especially with Watch the View, the beats I picked for Watch the View. It gave me a feel of when I was waking up on a Saturday morning in the projects, my father cooking breakfast, mother's got the record player where I'm playing, you got the OJs on, you got the Temptations on, and it just feels right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think with Tone Jones, I finally met somebody that actually fits me the right way.
Hopefully you guys can put together some more work, man, because like I said, it sounds good, brother, and it's missing in these times where this is social
Mm-hmm.
media age, so anybody can pick a producer off Instagram now and just say, hey, let's do a beat, where I can hear with you guys are actually crafting songs. You know what I'm saying? You structure the songs, and that's definitely a element that's missing right now in the way that people consume music and stuff right now.
Yeah, it's the truth, man. I mean, I think, like I said, it's more to come, because I think if I'm thinking correctly about my track listing that I got going now with my next album that's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
Tone Jones pretty much has 95% of that album.
Nice. So you don't have to give me a date or anything. I don't want to lock you in like that, or box you in, but when we're looking at spring, summer, as far as a release,
I see in between. So maybe spring, maybe summertime.
Okay.
Because to be honest with you right now, the album, I want to say percentage wise, it's probably it's done, it's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
It's just probably just 6 songs away from being actually mixed and mastered.
Okay.
And I'm taking my time, and the reason why I'm doing that, because I'm taking my time with this project, because I want the people to understand that it's going to be no doubt in people's mind when Notes82 drops this project of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel, and that's why I'm taking my time with this project, because I feel like Watch the View didn't get it got just due from people that really understand music, but it didn't because of the pandemic and all that other stuff. So the reason why I'm taking my chance with taking my time with Life Beyond the Lights is because I want to treat it how I was going to treat Watch the View, and I want to be outside for this. Seriously.
And I like the titles, because to me, and I don't know if I'm far off the beaten path with this one. So you had Watch the View, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm under the spotlights. Watch this view that I'm about to show you guys, right? And now it's Life After That. Basically, Ready to Die, Life After Death is how I'm connecting the two as far as the titles.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a huge fan of concept art. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely. I'm excited to hear what you're gonna do with this one, because I like Watch the View and what you did with that one. So it's only gonna be dope to hear what this next joint is gonna sound like, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like the view's been set, so now it's time to show you guys my life beyond the view. So that's what it really is.
Yeah,
so you broke it down the right way.
I pay attention a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dope, man. So you still in the city too, right? You back? You said you was back in the city.
Well, I'm back in Connecticut, but New York City is only like an hour and 45 minutes away from me, so I'm home, man.
So I'll tell you what, brother, we definitely whenever you get close to that release, man, and if it lines up and we come out there, because I'm always for 9 to 5 work, I do a lot of traveling on the East Coast on purpose. So they set that up. They set that up for me on purpose because they know what I do. So I'm always in the Philly, New York, Jersey area a lot out there for work stuff, and then I kind of just hang out in the weekend back home. So if we can connect that and get that linked up, man, we gotta let's do a sit down, and we can do like a listening sessions of the project, and we can break that joint down.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Like let's really do that, man. I definitely would appreciate. I was actually looking for somebody to do that. So now that you said it, definitely you'll be the person that we'll sit down and we'll do the listening session with it. Definitely
dope, man. So I'll tell you what, brother, before we get into this new joint, we break it here on the show on our airwaves. Who you want to shout out, man? Who you want to shout out?
I definitely want to shout out all the artists out there that's actually putting out some good music in 2022. Shout out to everybody that's doing that real hip hop. Shout out to all the DJs, like yourself. Shout out to all the podcasters and stuff like that that's keeping the culture pushing. And really, that's it, man. Shout out to my family. They keep me motivated. They keep me on my toes, man. You know, they back everything that I'm trying to do musically. Oh, and shout out to MJ, man. I'm glad I'm back. I'm back in the fold with MJ, and it's gonna be some more work with her going on. But shout out to her. And really, that's it, man. Like that's all. That's really it, man. Shout out to hip hop, because people don't never shout out hip hop. Shout out to hip hop, because hip hop saved my life, man. So it has me where I'm at right now. So hip hop saved my life.
Definitely, man. And it's people like you, outside just the art alone. I know there's people like you I know I could talk to about hip hop and not feel weird about it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people kind of make you feel awkward because they make you feel like you weird because you love this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So much. And it's like, I take offense to a lot of, I get mad at Apple for labeling everything a hip hop album. Like, I'm that guy. So I'm like, this is hip hop. This is rap. What are they talking about, man? So,
man, I sat there the other day and seen R&B, and I'm just like, this ain't R&B. This is hip hop stuff on here. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the weird gatekeeper guy who's like, that's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But it's always dope to talk to like-minded people when it comes to this culture. Because like we were saying off there, man, I personally feel like I need to keep this thing the way it should be as opposed to how they have it. You know what I'm saying? And if I can take these little small victories here and there for hip hop, then I'm going to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about the money for me. It's about the culture and the preservation of it. And you're one of those people, I know you're the same way. So it's always dope to kind of chop it up with you and talk about that.
Yep. And that, you hit it right. You hit the nail on the head. Like that's what it is, man. Like, for me, I could care less about the money. You know what I mean? Because a long time ago, if I really wanted to get signed, I really could have. You could put your money up and go to these labels and say, hey, I want to get signed. And you can, sell your soul. But I've never been the person to sell my soul, man. Like, I'm not going to do that. Whether you like my music and or not, I'm cool with it either way. Because I'm going to still keep doing it for the culture. And that's what it's all about.
You sleep a little bit better that way, don't you?
Exactly. Knowing that you haven't sold out, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. It's cats out here now who they would kill to be in the positions that we in right now in our respective fields. You know what I'm saying? I know people who work in radio, and they was like, yo, I wish I could do what you do, bro, but I can't. I'm under contract and I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't, you know what I'm saying? And everything me and you can do, we can do real-time decisions and make it happen. So that's the beauty of this. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, it's about the freedom.
That's it. Right,
man. Dope, man. Well, I'll tell you what, brother. How about you introduce this joint? Let's play it on our airwaves. Let's break it, and then we're gonna break it till you send us a new one, man. How's that sound?
Yeah, we could do that, man. Definitely.
All right,
so I'm gonna go with it, man. This is Notes82, live with DJ Kawan on the Mixtape Show. This is my new single, Right Tonight. It is out in all stores. It's available on all platforms. Go and get that. Right Tonight, New York City's new anthem. There
we go. Notes82, my brother. Pleasure having you back on the show. Shout out to MJ's Hip Hop Connects for keep connecting these dots. For people like Notes, who's family, you know what I'm saying? That's just not lip service. That's real, man. I tell the brother all the time. Right. Whenever he got something going on, just let me know. Let MJ know. We're gonna get him on the show as soon as we can. If he got new music, send it our way. And this is a prime example of that, man. So I appreciate you for rocking with us, man, because I know it's on both of our sides. It's a thankless job because we don't sell millions of records, so we don't have millions of views or listens. But exactly. we building this thing organically, and you can't stop that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. Let's get into this right tonight. Notes, hold on just a second, brother, and let's play this joint, and we'll be right back.
This is a DJ Kawan exclusive.
And you say New York City. Yes. We gon' get right tonight. Of course we in the building, we the shit, spark a light. New York City, is you with me? Damn right, we like to fight. New York City, is you with me? Here's the apple, take a bite.